right, Kristen. 5 questions. You can only plead the 5th to 1. Number 1. What is your biggest professional insecurity?
I bet you didn't see this one coming.
Bert accidentally sent me my questions.
Did you really?
Yes, and then he sent them to me, and then he quickly followed up, don't read that email. I meant to send it to Tommy. But it was too late because, unlike other people, I read my emails. Right. That I don't deserve to be here. I deal with, I struggle sometimes with, God, what's the name of it?
Imposter syndrome?
Thank you. And so, I mean, I know what I have done to get to this point and to be here. I know other people do not. And it can get in my head when people say certain things. I'm trying to be better, and I try to act like, comments don't hurt, but they do.
Like, what would be a comment that would press that button for you? That you don't deserve to be here or something?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say the ones that say you don't deserve to be here.
Yep. That the show would be better without me, and the show sucks when you're not here and I have to host, things like that.
Okay, that's a lot of fake Instagram accounts I have. A lot of Finstas.
So I like to, puff up my chest and act like they don't hurt. But, I'm not going to say they hurt, but they definitely get in my head and they start me second guessing. And then I'm really bad about if I start thinking about something long enough, I start, I convince myself to believe it. And then I'm just in a bad place.
Follow-up question. Do those comments come to your messages in Instagram, or are those on Facebook?
Not those specific ones don't come directly to me. No, it's when I'm supposed to, it's when I'm supposed to be interacting on social media and stuff like that, and one will sneak through or something.
I gotcha. So it's minuscule. The amount that you get about that is minuscule, but it gets into your head.
Absolutely. Yeah. By far and it's not exaggeration. 99% of the commentary I get is lovely and positive. And then every now and then one of those will sneak through, and then it feeds on the insecurities that I have in my head that, I don't deserve to be here.
I don't know which one has more credibility, the listeners or somebody that's been in radio for 20 years or longer than that. But I've told you when I used to fill in for Kid, right? I would just stress myself out. Kid Craddock is my mentor. I would stress myself out all night about it, wanting to do a really good show because it was a legendary show in Dallas. So I would fill in. I thought I did great. And then the general manager pulls me into her office, who had been doing radio for 25 or 30 years, and says, hey, maybe hosting isn't for you. All right. So not that I ever think about that every day.
Did you ever rub her nose in it?
No. No, I haven't. No.
Not too late.
Right. No, I haven't. But, as you know, I mean, this isn't about you overcoming that insecurity or anything. You belong here.
I do. I absolutely do.
All right, let's stay with your insecurity, shall we?
Okay.
Which Bert Show member do you think likes you the least?
Oh, wow.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
You always do, huh?
Yeah.
And you think I would have prepared better, but I was busy yesterday.
You had the answers.
All right, not Katie. Maybe Kaylee. He's going to be on the back burner.
Katie adores you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's like almost godmother to my son. No, not Rebecca.
This is one of those I felt like after I sent it was like one that you have to answer because you don't want to plead the 5th to it. But the truth of the matter, it doesn't really apply because at least I don't think anybody on this doesn't like you at all.
I don't think anybody dislikes me.
Except the listeners that hit you up and say that you can't host.
I don't think anybody dislikes me, but as far as I do think everybody likes me, but as far as the person that probably is the bottom of the like list, I honestly don't know. That's a tough one.
I can only think of one on staff that really, really hates you.
Well, if anything, I'm going to say intern Lamario right now because he's been asking for an email forever and I haven't been able to send it to him.
And today's his last day, so you
Now I got to get it in. Now I got to get it in. I mean, I guess I'm just going to say because the person that I interact with probably the least is either Jackson or Mikey, so maybe them. But that's all I got.
Yep.
All right. If you had to fire one past or present Bert Show cast member to save the show's success, who would it be?
Say again?
If you had to fire one past or present Bert Show cast member to save the show's success, who would it be?
Past or present?
Past or present.
Well, they're already gone.
I think you should leave it at that.
Well, I mean, I never would have gotten the job if Melissa Carter hadn't left, so I guess I'm going to go with that.
That's a smart answer.
So, yeah,
That's a smart answer.
I'm weaseling my way out of that one.
All right. Was there ever a time in you and Bart's relationship where you considered breaking up?
Oof.
Yeah, we talked about this. It was like the
Yesterday?
this was somewhat early on, but not really for a lot of people. It was like that 7-year itch or whatever. So we had obviously been together for years, but I know he was struggling with his identity and wasn't feeling fulfilled in what he was doing. And I was super hyper focused on my career and radio. And I believe, if I remember correctly, we were in Raleigh at the time. So we hadn't made it to Atlanta yet. So it was before Atlanta. So we're in Raleigh. And so this is probably about 5 years in. And it just seemed like we were in different places, but we worked through it.
I thought for sure you were going to say when he ate your leftovers.
Oh, that's happened several times.
Do you think he's ever had the thought, like, this isn't going to work? Or was that you approaching him or him approaching you?
No, it was a mutual approach, and it wasn't even about breaking up. Honestly, it was just like I didn't think he was happy, and so
It's hard to tell with Bart
Yeah,
when
I
he's
know.
happy.
What does happy look like?
He's got one gear.
Now, I can tell when he's like overwhelmed and stressed, which is why Jimmy and I are leaving for a weekend to give him some like downtime and some like so he can like center and focus. But no, I mean he didn't seem happy and he didn't seem fulfilled, and I felt like he was making a lot of sacrifices on my behalf, and I didn't want there to be any resentment because I know how that can be like devastating and detrimental to a relationship.
Yeah.
So I just made sure to check in, and I think I was overthinking it. That's what I do. And we made adjustments, and he got to a better place.
All right. Last question. Bert admitted earlier that he has faked accounts to take jabs at you.
That was a joke, actually. I swear to you, I do not have one fake account. I swear on my kids.
You don't have the attention span to have multiple social media accounts.
I don't care.
We know it was a joke. All right. Have you ever DM'd or emailed a Bert Show cast member from a fake account to get something off your chest?
Oh, no, absolutely not. I tell you to your face.
That is psycho.
Great idea.
Now, I'm going to be honest. Do I have a Finsta? Absolutely. Do I lurk on a couple of things when I feel the need to? Absolutely. But have I ever used it to like send a DM or say, no, I haven't.
So I don't know who sent that, but whoever sent that obviously is doing it themselves.
Touche.
Either that or they got something that they thought was from me.
Or maybe I've gotten a couple DMs.
That's what it smells like to me. Like somebody got something and is wondering, is it somebody on the show?
Oh,
like
really?
secretly
Every now and
messaging
then you get something oddly specific, and you're like,
How do you know that?
Yeah. Okay.
I can
Tommy, remember that for
Yeah.
the next Plead the Fifth for Abby. She's obviously got a DM, and she thinks somebody from within the house has sent it.
Well, at least now you know it's not me.
It ain't me, I swear.
The Bert Show.